Next week on Coronation Street, from November 4th to November 8th, prepare for another explosive week of drama. In my latest spoiler videos, we dive deep into the mystery of Joel Deering's murder, as a surprising resident is dragged into questioning by none other than Kit Green. Will we finally get closer to uncovering the real killer? But that's not all. Billy Mayhew is back, and he's struggling with his grief in a way we haven't seen before. As he turns to the bottle, secrets start spilling out, adding a whole new layer to his journey since Paul's tragic death. And just when you think things couldn't get more complicated, Tim Metcalf steps in as a mentor for a troubled young soul on the street. Only one problem. Sally can't find out. Don't miss a single moment. Watch the full spoilers and catch all 3 new clips of next week's intense Coronation Street drama right here. Turns out the mystery in Coronation Street just got a lot deeper. We never thought we'd see DS Lisa Swain in the spotlight as a suspect, but here we are. The evidence is piling up, and it's not looking good for her. She's got unexplained bruises, and everyone's starting to wonder, where was she the night Joel died? Kit isn't holding back either, pressing her hard on everything he's got, including a draft of a threatening message she was about to send Joel before his death. It's tense seeing Lisa, usually the one grilling suspects, now finding herself in the hot seat, looking genuinely shaken. There's a big shift in her character, from her confident detective self to someone who's clearly hiding something. That fear, those bruises, and that unsent message. All of it's adding up in ways we didn't expect. What is she keeping quiet about? In a bittersweet moment, Paul's family and friends gather at the Rovers for a final farewell, watching as a portion of his ashes is released into space, a fitting send-off that Bernie thought he'd appreciate. With Paul's name being Apollo, she's convinced this cosmic tribute is perfect for him, and after some back and forth, Billy agreed to keep a portion for himself. It's one of those rare moments where everyone's trying to honor Paul in their own way, and the whole scene has this heartfelt vibe until things take an unexpected, chaotic turn. Out of nowhere, the live stream cuts off, and a visibly drunk Billy stumbles in, breaking the peace. The shock on everyone's faces is real when he admits that his part of Paul's ashes has been stolen. Just when they think they've heard it all, Billy drops another bombshell, confessing he made a pass at Todd right after the funeral. Now, Bernie and the rest are left speechless, grappling with the messiness that's come to light, and you can feel the tension crackling in the room. How Bernie will react to this chaos is anyone's guess, but it's clear this tribute to Paul has taken a turn nobody saw coming. Mason's story takes a tough turn after his mentor, Stu, leaves for Germany, leaving the teen pretty lost and struggling to find his footing. With nowhere to go, Mason's been trying to survive on his own, which leads him to hiding out in a shed. It's rough seeing him go through this, especially since it wasn't that long ago that he had someone he could rely on. Now, he's just trying to get by unnoticed, until Tim and Sally stumble across evidence of someone hiding out. Tim, after catching Mason in the act of grabbing his things, learns that Mason's situation is a lot worse than he realized. It's no mouse causing the mess, but a young kid who's been left out in the cold, and Tim can't help but feel for him. Despite his usual no-nonsense approach, Tim sees that Mason needs a bit of kindness right now. In a split-second decision, he offers Mason a place to crash for the night, setting one major rule. Sally can't find out. It's one of those classic don't tell Sally moments that adds a layer of humor to an otherwise serious situation. But while Tim's trying to help Mason, the tension is building. You can just imagine Sally's reaction if she finds out a teenager has been sleeping on their sofa without her knowing. It's this mix of warmth and potential chaos that gives the storyline that extra spark. Mason's grateful for Tim's help, but you get the feeling this arrangement is walking on eggshells, and it's only a matter of time before things blow up. It's a delicate situation with a lot of heart, and you can't help but wonder how long Tim can keep this secret under wraps. And that wraps up all the drama set to unfold on Coronation Street next week. We've got everything from shocking new suspects in the Joel Deering case, to Billy's heartbreak turning messy, and Tim juggling a hidden house guest with Sally on the edge of finding out. It's going to be a whirlwind of twists and turns, and honestly, each storyline seems to pack more punch than the last. If you're ready to see how these tangled webs unfold, make sure you're following along and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest updates and spoiler breakdowns. Trust me, you won't want to miss a second of the upcoming chaos on the cobbles. Keep watching and let me know in the comments which storyline you think is about to explode next. See you next time for even more Coronation Street scoops.